heart is throbbing like crazy. I don't like this idea.
The group's leader, Byakuya, got killed. And his killer is among this group of students?
Yes.
No, I'm not gonna believe it. I'll never believe it.
Okay, don't believe it as much as you want.
Cause I believe in everyone. So do your best. And don't forget to save regularly.
I mean, I do my best to save regularly.
Well, what now? If the knife isn't the murder weapon, there's no definitive proof that I'm the killer.
Shut up! We'll be the judge of that.
Sorry about the barking, guys.
You say you were shoved away, but you can't actually prove it, right?
That's right. Even if a different weapon was used, it does not mean Nagito has been cleared of suspicion.
True, but even so.
There's another reason why I don't think Nagito is the killer.
There's still more?
Okay, what's your other reasoning?
Based on what we've discussed, Byakuya was killed under the table, right?
Is
Yes.
there something wrong with that?
Well, even if that's true, I feel Nagito looks, clean.
Nobody's ever complimented me on my appearance before. Not even my own mother.
Wow.
I'm not talking about your looks.
Well, why does Mikon think that Nagito looks clean? Because there's no blood on it.
Are you trying to say something like, why didn't Nagito have any bloodstains on him?
Yeah.
Yes, that's it.
So... Because there's a lot of blood.
Under the table, there was a lot of blood splattered everywhere, right? There
Yeah.
were even bloodstains on the inside of the tablecloth.
If he stabbed Byakuya to death, it's strange he did not get splattered with an appropriate amount of blood.
I didn't get any blood on me? That is weird.
You just used something to block the blood, didn't you?
Well,
Something that might have been used to block the blood splatter. What do you think it could have been? I guess we did see something I could have used. Isn't that right, Hajime?
that's true. Yeah, so there's only one thing that he could have used to block the blood splatter. That is the storage room tablecloth.
I can prove it with this. You're talking about the bloodstained tablecloth we found in the storage room, right?
What was the point of that?
If there are bloodstains on it, that settles it. Nagito used the tablecloth to block the blood splatter.
But that was found in the storage room, right? Are you suggesting he hid it there after the murder?
No, because he wouldn't have had time to.
You mean after the lights came back on? What would he have done if we'd seen him?
That's true. The tablecloth was pretty big. So even if you tried to hide it and take it with you,
Wearing a tablecloth, going under the table, getting a knife in a blackout, and stabbing someone. That's not just impossible for someone like me. Wouldn't it also be impossible for you guys too?
Maybe.
then what does it mean?
Maybe the killer didn't necessarily stab Byakuya under the table.
Stab Byakuya somewhere else.
No, there's no mistake that the murder occurred under that table.
You have to be a very strong person to move Byakuya.
Even the inside of the tablecloth was bloody. So there's no denying Byakuya was killed there.
So what's the point of the other tablecloth?
But that doesn't mean where Byakuya got stabbed and where the killer did the stabbing are the same, right?
I don't understand at all!
The place where Byakuya got stabbed and where the killer did the stabbing are different.
Huh? Hajime, you look like you're onto something.
Really? It sounds like a riddle. I feel like I'm onto something, but it's still not clear what that is.
It's clear.
Under the table, but not under the table. If it's somehow possible, it's the only way that makes sense. Moving
Yeah.
forward, we should put aside all unnecessary preconceptions and just choose the answer. I think.
In scenes we're yet to find out important words the improved Hangman's Gambit will occur. The goal is to line up the right letters in order, so it reveals a keyword related to the incident in question. Improved Hangman's Gambit is a bit like a little puzzle game. Various letters will be flying across the screen in all directions. There are 2 rules you must remember. If 2 different letters clash, you'll take damage. If 2 of the same letters clash, they will fuse. You must make 2 of the same letters clash, but you try not to let 2 different letters clash. That is what is most important. In order to do that, you've given a technique to catch and release. You move the reticle with the left stick and press the A button on top when it's on top of a letter. You can snatch the letter like a vacuum. This is what is meant to catch the letter. However, you can only catch 1 letter at a time, so please be careful. When you press the A button while you have a letter caught, you can shoot it where your cursor is aiming. This is how you release the letter. With catch and release, you can change the position of the letters and hit letters into each other. Make sure you hit the same letters so you can fuse them. The fused letters will freeze and get bigger. By pressing the A button, you can blow it up and erase it from the field. This is called firing the letters. Catch and release with the A button, and after you fuse them, fire with the A button. That's a whole lot of A buttons. However, if you just erase letters, you won't be able to clear the game. Ultimately, the main goal of improved Hangman's Gambit is to complete the keyword. Display the question with the X button, and figure out which keyword will answer that question. About lining up the keyword, instead of pressing the A button to fire the letter, please press the Y button. If that happens, at the same time the letter blows up, it will be sent to the keyword list. If a letter sent is correct, it will fit in the keyword list. If not, the influence gauge will take damage. You must write the keyword in order, based on the flying letters. In order, yeah. Please think about the completed word. Also, if you leave a fused letter alone for a while, it will just blow up on its own. In that case, it will still damage you, so please be very careful. It took so long to explain it, but do you understand now? Yes, I do. You press the start button, yeah. Well then, good luck and have fun. This can be bad. The place Byakuya got stabbed and the place where the killer did the stabbing aren't the same. Using those words as a clue, I should put aside my preconceptions and try to think about it. Something is coming to me. Just a little bit more and I have a feeling I can see something. Let's see, what does it give me? Oh jeez. I guess R must be it. Wait. Whoops. Messed that up. No, okay. Ah, there we go. There's the letter I'm looking for. There. I don't need an R just a second. Okay, there's an E. Under. Combine these and just get rid of them. These are useless this second, so I'll remove those. I need a T. Game, give me a T. There's a T. Oh, there's my T's. Under. Need an H. There's a H. R's. Don't need H's. Do need F's. Ah shit. I did hit I hit the wrong button. There we go. Had to move fast there. Okay, I just need an R. No, I don't need an L. we go. And R. Under the floor.
I got it!
Much more difficult than the old one. Holy crap.
Got it! The killer must have stabbed Byakuya from under the floorboards.
Under the floorboards?
Exactly.
The floorboards in the old building are full of gaps, and there was no carpet laid out under the table. If they stuck the weapon through one of the gaps, they could have stabbed Byakuya to death.
Exactly.
If so, that means the killer was able to get under the floorboards. Where? How?
Even Nagato doesn't know that one.
I don't know that yet, but I have a feeling there's someone here who does know.
That's right. If I remember correctly, one person here should know how to get under the floorboards. That is Gundam.
You're the
You found
only
out.
one.
But I don't think it was.
You dropped your earring in the dining hall, right?
Are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
Yes, the weird earring that you have.
About that earring.
I said, are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
Shut up.
About that hellhound earring. You dropped it beneath the floorboard, right?
Is it him, though? Ah, there it is. I found it. Truly, that is the Hellhound earring. Wahaha, it seems God exists for my benefit. I see. Good for you. However, how do I recover it? I cannot fit my arm through this opening. Or to use a tool, it probably would not reach either.
Just a bit longer and I would have reduced everything, including that old building, to ashes.
He seems...
However, it's just as the old legend said. The Hellhound earring has returned to its owner.
I don't
to
see
me.
I don't see him being the killer, though. That's the thing. Sure, he might have found a way underneath, but I don't think it's him.
Is it safe to say that that earring is the one hanging from your right ear? Huh? Could it be? Gundam wasn't wearing an earring during the investigation. And if he had it on by the time the class trial began, then that means Gundam was able to retrieve his earring from beneath the floorboards during the investigation.
Exactly.
So, Gundam knows how to get under the floorboard.
I don't think he's the killer.
It's understandable. After all, you fools only view the world through eyes of glass. But I am different. With the
Oh, he
power
sent
of
his
my
hamsters.
4 dark devas of destruction, it is of no concern.
That makes sense. He sent his hamsters to go get it.
True. This is the evil fourth eye.
Fourth eye.
Before the might of the evil fourth eye, all visual chaos is rendered asunder.
He sent his hamsters to go get
What
it.
should I do? I'm embarrassed just listening to him.
Shut up.
Oh! Man up and speak more clearly!
Fine, I shall tell you all. The answer was in the storage room.
In the storage room. Interesting. I'm trying to think what that could mean. That has some information. Oh my god!
One of my 4 dark devas of destruction, Mirage Golden Hawk, Jumpy, has seen beyond the chaos.
Jesus Christ.
A secret passage of doom leading to the underground
Of doom!
lurks beneath a large assortment of random boxes.
Of doom!
After securing a lighter from the supermarket, I threw caution to the wind and ventured below the floorboards. And as a result of that lonesome battle, I was able to recover the Hellhound earring with my own 2 hands.
So whoever did it knew that there was the trapdoor there.
Tremble with fear, fools! Behold my power!
I love the hamsters.
There he goes blabbing about power and crap. You're ridiculous. You're just a breeder, you know.
Anyway, it sounds like you can go under the floorboards from the storage room.
Yeah.
And that has to be how the killer did it.
So how else would they have managed?
If the space beneath the floor is empty, it's not that far to move from the storage room to the dining hall.
No, yeah, it's literally just a few steps. Especially at that
I see.
height.
If they passed
Other-
through the storage room, I understand why the tablecloth was put there.
The killer lurked under the floorboards during the party, and from there, stab, stab, stab!
Are you sure?
You don't like stab, stab, stab? Should it sound more fleshy, like...
That's not the words that are on the screen.
I'm not talking about your sound effects. You're saying they snuck under the floorboards, but that means they would have had to leave the party, right?
Yeah,
So, was there anyone who was able to do that?
Then
just...
whoever wasn't at the party is the killer. They must be the one who was waiting under the floorboards.
Well, no, it had to be somebody within the building.
Who wasn't at the party again?
I didn't participate, but I was guarding the entrance, remember? Monomi over there can be my witness, right?
Yeah, that'll work.
This Monami over here is your witness.
Yes, this is me over here.
I believe there's no need to discuss this matter further, but I was unable to leave the bathroom.
I was in the kitchen for a long time, but I frequently went to the dining hall to deliver my dishes.
Yeah,
The only person who wasn't at the party...
it's not Fuyuhiko.
Judging from the photo I took before the blackout,
So we're all in here. We're all in here.
it obviously has to be him.
It can't be, though. It's not Fuyuhiko.
Yay! It's decided!
It's not him. He didn't go into the building.
What the fuck are you saying? I'm not the killer!
Oh, really? What happened to the tough guy who was saying stuff like, I can do it?
Don't mess with me! I'll fucking kill you!
A little bit harsh.
See? You're making threats again.
Yep, that's right. Things are starting to get exciting.
Starting, Monokuma? Good news, you're now allowed to use a silencer. You can use the silencer with A button as many times as you want. When you use the silencer, you can shoot down the white noise. Also, when you shoot down the white noise, your time limit will increase a little. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease, so aim carefully when you're using the silencer. Oh, but if the difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. In that case, you'll still be able to use the silencer, but it'll be somewhat pointless. However, if you feel like doing a little bang bang, you can use it to your heart's content. Bang 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 bang. Press the start button, yeah. Well then, good luck and have fun. There's the one I need.
During the party, the killer
There we go.
was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
They could have stared at panties all day
God damn it.
without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
He isn't.
But when the party
Couldn't
started,
be.
nobody saw you, you know? That means you have no alibi.
Actually, he does.
No, that's wrong!
Really, really does.
No, Fuyuhiko definitely has an alibi. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, he never entered the building. Huh? What happened, Fuyuhiko? Oh, hey, what are you doing here? All alone at a place like this? I'm setting guards so Monokuma doesn't come inside. How diligent of you.
I saw Fuyuhiko after the party started. There's no way he could have been waiting under the floor before then.
You should have said that earlier, dumbass.
It's like, I could have used that like 3 seconds ago.
Still your fault. Like, why were you even lurking around the old building in the first...
Shut up!
May have accidentally skipped through that.
Maybe there really is a secret passage to go under the floorboards from outside. And he came to spot...
What'd you say, motherfucker?
I like the idea that he's just interrupting everybody.
Wow, he got chewed out, but he looks super happy.
He's a weirdo.
Regardless, it's impossible to go under the floorboards from outside. Chiaki and I already confirmed that.
Then someone definitely went under the floorboards through the storage room during the party.
During the party, it was probably during the blackout.
Must have been somebody who could get there during the blackout.
Well, if someone disappeared during the blackout, no one would have noticed.
But walking down that dark hallway to the storage room is like trying to make Eggs Benedict without any eggs.
I have an idea in my head, but it's interesting.
You're right.
I couldn't even see the office in that darkness, and that room was much closer.
But is it really impossible?
No, it wouldn't
It might be better if we examine that possibility a little bit more.
It was super dark, you know? There's no way you'd be able to find your way to the storage room.
But I can't stop thinking about it. I feel like there's something I overlooked. For clarity's sake, once again.
It appears we're getting close to the final stage. The blackened or the spotless? Which is superior? I think it's time to settle this.
Yes, you're quite right. Okay. Well, there's the only one that we haven't really...
The hallway was really dark during the blackout. Moving to the storage room like that. It's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
That actually sounds pretty tasty.
Really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
No.
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
No. There's...
Definitely sounds impossible.
Wait, okay, I missed. The killer's method for moving in the dark might be what that one person suggested, so I might be able to prove it.
The hallway was really dark during the blackout.
Oh,
Moving to the storage room like that. It's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
no.
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut.
But...
What if they used a light?
that? No. Okay.
I agree with that.
That actually would make sense.
You know, the killer had a light with him.
Oh, I was right?
Yeah, you were right for once. You do know that we'll die if you don't get this right, right?
But where could they have found a light?
There was one nearby for sure. See? It's written on the kitchen's equipment list.
Yep. And that's where we find out who did it, I think. Also, iron plates for barbecue and even a portable stove for cooking hot pots. Iron plates and a portable stove. I do recall seeing them on the shelf over there. The kitchen seems to be well kept. There should be no problem using it.
It's the portable stove.
Portable stove?
The portable stove isn't powered by electricity, and it's also small enough to carry around. So, the killer used the portable stove to move from the hallway to the storage room during the blackout.
Yep.
I see. I never considered the portable stove. But there's a hole in your argument.
Okay. What is it?
A hole? What kind of hole? It would be great if you could explain it to me in much more detail.
Seriously, not gonna be angry when you're dead.
Oh, I wasn't making a perverted joke or anything. It's really not a perverted joke. I'm serious.
Repeating yourself just makes it even more suspicious.
Exactly.
Now then, Hajime, will you battle against me?
Sure.
No, that's wrong.
Let's do this.
Will you be able to break through my argument?
What does he mean battle? Sounds like he's enjoying a game or something. Damn it, there's no way I'm going to lose against someone like him. Rebuttal showdown. Night vision goggles, storm tablecloth.
Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony?
I don't doubt what Kazuichi said. What are you trying to say?
I need to move fast to get rid of
The
stuff.
reason Kazuichi couldn't see the office was because the hallway was dark, right? So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it?
Ah, shit. Well, missed
After
it.
all, he was walking near the hallway, right?
It's true that any light source in the dark hallway would have stood out, so if the killer did have a light, the reason Kazuichi wasn't
The
able to see
reason
it
Kazuichi
was...
couldn't see the office was because the hallway was dark. So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway,
Ah, shit. Just meager hope. There's no way I can let you win.
crap!
Damn, it looks like I screwed up. I need to think about
The
this
reason
again.
Kazuichi couldn't see the off was because the hallway was so if a light was shining in such a dark hallway. Wouldn't Kazuichi have... After all, he was walking near the hallway, right? The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the office was because the hallway was dark, right? So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it?
Got it. Okay, that worked that time.
Nagito, did you forget? Or are you just pretending you forgot?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Yeah, he was pretending.
There should have been a wall that blocked light. I'm talking about the fire door in the hallway.
Yep.
If you close it, it would form a perfect wall in the hallway. Plus, the hallway rounds a corner just beyond the fire door. So even if there was a small gap in the door, as long as they passed the corner, the light still wouldn't peek out.
Yep.
I see. You actually noticed the fire door. Just as expected of the ultimate... Oh. You still don't remember your talent, do you?
No, I don't.
Who cares about that right now?
Nagito, what are you plotting? For someone who insists he's not the killer, you are quite nosy.
You sound so scary. If you're that angry, why don't you take a deep breath?
You sure like to piss us off.
Jeez,
Come on,
he's
I
just
shut
like,
your fucking
chill
mouth
out,
for you.
guys. It's like, shut up. We're trying to figure out a murder here.
Hey, it's okay if you guys fight, but I won't allow a burly brawl that might offend people. More importantly, can you hurry up and decide who's the blackened already? Time runs out when I get bored.
Hey, come on now.
Fine, I get it. You're telling me to pass the torch, right?
Pass the torch?
Pass the
We're going to ask the real killer, not an imposter like me, to show themselves.
You're obviously the killer, right?
No, he's not. Think.
If you think I am, I really don't mind. Whatever conclusion you ultimates arrive at, I will accept it, no matter what it is.
Yeah, you would. So, you're telling me to call out the real killer, even though I really don't want to condemn that person, but there's no other way, right? The person who used the hallway's fire door as cover and used the portable stove to move in the dark, and snuck under the floorboards to stab Byakuya to death using the glowing paint as a mark. So the only killer I can think of is you and only you. Teru Teru,
You're the only one!
you are the murderer.
Teru Teru. Could it be you? What? What are you talking about?
There's a lot of evidence that points towards you now.
Teru Teru's the killer? Is that true?
Makes sense.
What are you talking about? There's no way! Of course, that's simply my assumption. So if you have an objection, please speak freely. Objection or not, why am I being treated like the killer?
Because you are.
The portable stove used in the murder came from the kitchen. That's it? That's the only reason you're treating me like a killer? Isn't that a little drastic?
No.
You're cruel.
But
Cruel. Too cruel.
think about it this way as well.
Poor Terry. That attitude is so not like you. For the ultimate cook to get so upset.
A little bit out of
Honey
place.
chef, if you fall to aspersions like this, who will be there to support the future of the culinary arts?
Seriously, man, you're just insane.
The future of the culinary arts.
That's right. For the future of the culinary arts, you must face this and fight it fair and square.
You're right. Yeah, that's totally right.
So, what's an aspersion anyway? Is it yummy?
Did you know asbestos is yummy too? You should try some later.
How about we don't do that?
Nagito, why are you interfering?
Let's assume that the killer used a light.
He's
and
just
that they
making
used
all
the
these
fire
cases
door
much
to mask
harder.
that light. And that they moved to the storage room and snuck under the floorboards. Then what? It's dark under the floorboards too. So how would they be able to stab Byakuya? You're not gonna say they shined the light on Byakuya, right? The plan would have been ruined if you noticed.